I mean, there's a ton of NFL playoff football today. So we're going to be doing a best team in Madden. When we have to do it on Sunday, we obviously just have less games to pick from. So I had to pick one that we were going to do the post-com on the game, and this is the one that we have chosen. Lineup update, all that sort of stuff. No Johnny U on the team. You saw the gameplay. He got the boot. We'll talk about it. Let's get into it. Best team in Madden.
If you're looking to build the best team in Madden, make sure you head over to MMOEXP.com to avoid the packs and save some racks. Use code CC for 5% off. Link is in the description below. Fastest coins, cheapest coins. Use code CC. We'll see you guys on the sticks. 5% off. Be great.
Hey, what is going on, Madden family? Good Sunday morning. Yes, Sunday. If you are a Bengals fan or a Bills fan, it feels like a pretty good day probably. Raiders, Patriots, maybe not so much. Maybe you still get playoff content though. Maybe that's a bonus. It's probably not, but still. Best team in Madden is a lineup update video where we just go over cards that have come out and do all that sort of stuff. There was a lot of actual content this week. Great content, maybe not, but there are some cards, high-end cards that people are using and all that. So we're gonna talk about this stuff, abilities, all that sort of stuff. Again, go through weekend league. Even though I'm not done. That's the problem. When we do the Sunday version, I'm not all the way done. Let's hit the like on the video. I'm not going to put a goal on the video today. You guys, if you enjoy it, drop a like. If you enjoy it, make sure you are subscribed. And as always, the link to the Underdog Fantasy is in the pinned comment. Use code TheActualCC. They'll match you up to $100 on your first deposit. 3 games today, 1 tomorrow. A lot going on. We won. I think I won 2 Lions yesterday. I think I won 2 yesterday. So it was we finished positive. That was good. Will you finish positive today? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's start this out by talking about what came out, okay? Because there was a lot that came out. There was Legends, Thurman Thomas, Javon Curse, right? I actually think both these cards are probably going to be good. I have not tried either one. And as always, if I haven't used a card, I cannot give you guys an opinion on it. I can tell you that I wouldn't want to use a card, but it's different. Team of the week, Joe Horn, Reggie White, Darius Leonard, right here. Haven't used any of these cards. Again, I think they're more team-based cards. Even Reggie, I think Reggie White would normally be very desirable, but he's a little slow. Fred Taylor, Ken Houston, Mike Hughes. A lot of people were using Fred Taylor. He looked okay. Again, I haven't used him, so I don't know. Our team of the week limiteds were Odell Beckham and Hassan Reddick. Now, I've been using Hassan Reddick. I did not use Beckham, even though we pulled him. Main reason we didn't use Beckham is he was way too expensive for what he is. He looks like Percy Harvin, not on a theme team. And it was like 1.8 million coins when I pulled him. I'm not going to keep that card. If he fit my teams or something along those lines, sure. Playoffs. Travis Kelce, Troy P. Haven't used either of these cards. I don't think either of them are great. When we go to the 94s, again, team based sort of stuff there. So we got content. We didn't get content. You know what I mean? And as always, I think patience is key with Mutt. So it is what it is. There was also a LTD 97 overall Johnny U, who I did try out, and I saw a lot of comments from the video. I was like, I don't really like this card. People were like, oh, that's because it's what you're doing, and you're trying to compare him to Derrick Henry, and it's like that's exactly what I'm trying to do. When we do debut videos, especially on a quarterback, I don't care. I do not care about winning. I don't care about winning at all. It's not the point. If I was gonna go win, try hard on that'd be different, right? But in those types of videos, I'm trying to assess a player out here, and I did not like him, especially for his price point at the time. I had to go buy him for 1 million coins at the time. Now, obviously, he was in the rolls, and there might be make rights and all that. The first price, there may be some use there, but otherwise, not a big fan of what the card did for the price point. Again, it's a lot of AP to put him out there. He's a little slow. His release is bad. Derrick Henry, to me, is still better for what he brings to the table. Or maybe Jalen Hurts or something like that. That's totally up to you, right? I can give you my opinion, and if you want to still try him out, especially when he's cheaper, by all means, you should go for it, right? You should go for it. Maybe what I like is not what you like. Maybe you don't like untackleable cards, throw absolute missiles. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Otherwise, no actual changes here on the offense. Ahmad Rashad sold me a couple times this weekend so far. Was a little upset about that. It did not end up costing me the game, thankfully. Percy Harvin, I still really like. Again, I want big receivers. I want those big receivers. And I think at times the little receivers, they do just miss stuff. So it is what it is. Offensive line, again, just get who you really want. Good, bad, whatever. Still really like Adrian Peterson. Obviously hoping that Cordero Patterson gets his team of the year upgrade. All that. Derrick Henry still playing well. We did upgrade Jared Cook here. Again, you got the playoff card. We can see his stats on a half Raiders team here. Very solid card. I think Jared Cook's card plays great. Generally. But I'm being a bit of a homer still using Kyle Pitts. Okay. Abilities did not change at all from last weekend, so no need to go into anything there. Defensively, we did have a minor change here. Again, nothing too crazy, but I added like Brad Van Pelt, right? He doesn't play, cool. But we did add Hassan Reddick, Cardinals team. I rock a half Cardinals team. So 94 speed, 96 excel on him. A couple things I don't like, and I don't know if I've noticed it or I haven't noticed it. His weight is really low. His block shedding and his strength are really low. We'll have to look at the stats here and see what has Mr. Reddick done. The only bonus is like he can catch and do some other stuff out there a little bit, but 99 finesse move, 98 hit power. It's a card I had to try, especially that he fits the theme team. Special teams, no change. Specialists, no change, right? No change. Strategy, Bengals offense, Cardinals defense, upgraded these in the zone cards. Does it matter? Does it work? I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Let's take a look at some of the stats from these cards here. Again, always important. Always important. Since we didn't add a lot of cards, it's tough to go too deep into stuff. Hassan Reddick, how many games do we have played with you? 24 games, and you have 9 sacks, which is okay. Which is okay. Okay, it's hard to sack Derrick Henry and friends. I feel like that's okay. Not great. 1 forced fumble, 1 safety. I remember those very explicitly. The safety was when his edge threat activated, so that was great. The fumble was it was a beyond the line of scrimmage fumble. Hit Derrick Henry running from behind. Faneca, again, I feel like offensive line is like meh. You know, it's a thing. What I expect is 1 sack every 10 games. He has 35 games played and 2 sacks. So that means that he's doing a good job. All right, 35 games played would mean 3 or 4 sacks allowed would have probably been acceptable within there. We'll take a look at Derrick Henry again still, and there's so much why we like Derrick Henry. I don't really care about the number of games played at this point. 6'10" out of 858 for 15,000 yards, 128 touchdowns, 50 interceptions. 50 interceptions, that's a lot. Is it? Not really. An interception every other game. That's not too bad. It'd be like finishing the NFL season with 8. That's pretty good. And then 3,000 rushing yards. Now, I have been more and more careful with him when I'm running the ball to avoid those fumbles. I think that matters. I think that helps. You see, we have 19 rushing, broken tackles there, and only 30 20-yard runs. And my longest run is 36, which again sort of tells you like I'm a little more cautious with him, and that's just such a weapon. It's such a weapon for him to add an extra 30 plus yards every game. The rest of these cards, impossible to really tell what the stats would be. Are they playing great? Are they not playing great? I like the way that this team is constructed, but I am willing to still listen if we need to change theme teams. The Bills, Vikings doesn't make playoffs. Titans, that Titans team is just creeping up. Big fan of the way that team is starting to look. But we have a game to go over against Nick Diesel 5 433. Not sure who this man is. But he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing here. This weekend, again, as part of our defense, me being bored at times means I'm going to try to change things up. And that's what I'm doing with the defense. I'm trying to see if I can run some double A gap here. I'm not trying to mid blitz people or anything along that. But wide ends means that you can sometimes get contains and have the quarterbacks run less. And I think we've done a decent job at that. It's a very different play style because I've been trying to use my man ups a lot lately with Patterson and Pat Pete, and they've done a pretty good job overall. Now, if we don't have Pat Pete on the field manning him up, we're able to change his AP, put something, 2 on Reddick, and then a pick artist on Taylor Mays. Again, a slight difference here. That Leonard Floyd, I want to look at. And he gets us here with clear out. Great play by him. Phenomenal. He set it up. And you got to appreciate that when he comes out and does that. The only thing I would say is when you're going to try to bust out that one play touchdown, and that's basically what this is. It's a one play touchdown. I don't like using them first play, second play sort of thing. I don't like showing my hand to someone like, here's the best play I have. You should maybe save the best play because you don't know if I'm going to lock you up or not. Maybe I don't lock you up. You don't need to do that. Right? Maybe you can move the ball at will. Again, maybe it's a confidence thing. I don't know. But to me, personally, what do you guys think? You guys like to pull out your best play really, really early on? Or do you want to save it? Save that play just in case. Maybe it's a 3rd and long. Pull it out. Fine. 2nd and 5. It's not really necessary in this case. Now, I have 5 or 6 plays that I can bust out at any time. So if I use one, I got a couple more, right? Again, running a lot of tight here. Let's just fast forward through everything sitting here. So when I see this front that he is in, I immediately think he's in dollar and all that. And again, you see, like, when I see cover 2, I'm gonna try to run flood, right? The reason I try to do that is I kind of don't want you running a lot of cover 2 against me sometimes, and if I can get you out of it, that's fine. And again, here with the run commit glitch gone, I felt like I should run the ball a bit more this weekend, right? Because I couldn't before. And that's fair. It is what it is, right? So not that this is a great run. The tight inside zone is not a phenomenal run play, but it is good enough to pick up a couple yards here and there, right? So again, like right here, I'm flipping the play because I was gonna try to see what I could do, but I'm happy just picking up a 1st down. Why would I pull out a big play on a 3rd and 1, right? Now again, I want to use this play to get him to respect it and see where his user is and all that. And he actually does a decent job there. But what a phenomenal play by me. This is what makes Derrick Henry amazing. Let's go back and look at this, right? Let's break this down. So I'm rolling because I was looking at B. You see B downfield, I'm looking at B. B is covered enough. I don't feel comfortable throwing that on the run. So I'm rolling out here. I playmaker up. You see Y right here is now playmakering up. As his Simmons was coming down on me. Because Simmons stopped just enough, the playmaker goes right upfield, and we just possession catch it right there. Great. That's Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry can make that play. Maybe Jalen Hurts. That's about it. So again, I'm just gonna do real basic offense here. I'm going to check down. Sometimes I'm not a big check down guy, right? Not as bad as Throne was 2 years ago, but I'm not big in the checking down, right? I want to sling the rock. And so we run the ball there, and he blows us up. 3rd and inches to 4th and 3. It's like, why am I running the ball, man? So again, I'm just gonna go to a real basic setup here, and he's got curl flats or something out. I don't know what he has out there. What kind of zone depths drops? You got to make a decision on those 4th and 3rd and shorts, if you want a hard flat or not, right? And he doesn't. If you're not going to, you got to use them, right? Or send pressure or something. You got to force someone to make a choice instead of just giving it up there. So I would have liked to have seen him try a hard flat, because I'm not going to corner route him or anything like that. It's too close. So here we're just going to run the ball in, tie the game up. Again, totally fine. We had a good drive, aided by a bit of a broken play with the playmaker. I understand that. Did I feel super comfortable moving the ball? Not really, but we did. We had a sustained drive. It's okay, but it's not like, oh, I think I can score every time now. Well, no, there's a couple things I think that we still need to do work on and get better. And so we're just going to come back out in here, and I'm coming out in now cover 3. We came out in cover 2. This is a cover 3 show 2. I like that because it looks this. I want to say the same. It's not exactly the same, but I'm not going to tell you guys what the difference is, because I like to run the play. So there's a little difference. It runs flood with a wheel route or something. Again, when I see these sort of plays, I'm like, okay, flood can be tremendously difficult to stop, especially when he wants to pair it with clear out. He's running it obviously onto the short side of the field, where clear out is going to be helpful to him here at this point. I just don't know. So based on whatever coverage I have, I'm going to do different things. And he comes out and he has bunch trail, right? Like he has the touchdown, I'm pretty sure. Does he just miss it? Or is he not sure? I don't know. But like right here, he should throw this ball. He should throw that ball. But because he keeps rolling and then stops, now he can't. But he does make a decent play to get rid of the ball there. Cliff Branch catches it. That's fine. You know, whatever. There's no fumbles in this game anyway, really. So my goal playing against this guy's bunch is to mix up my coverage sets. Right? If he gets me on certain things, running back wheel routes, out routes, because he fumbles out of bounds, that's fine, right? Again, I want that, especially when I see running back Vic in the game. Oh, I know that card is a really, really good card, but he puts it on the ground. I think he puts it on the ground more than any other running back. So, okay, but he, rightfully so, takes him out, puts Marshawn in. Smart play again. He sees, he's understanding, and you have to respect that. With some of these players you play. So he's having a good drive. Remember, his first drive was not a big, long drive. It was one play, right? So this is my first real look at what is he doing? What does he really, really want here? And I am not slowing him down yet. So again, I'm trying to do different things. I want to switch up what I'm doing here a little bit. See, does it work? Does it not work? I don't know. Again, it just all depends. Great play by him. He's making a lot of really good, very meta plays on offense. Like really, really meta. That's fine. Some of these plays are really, really hard to stop. So I'm going to have to be doing different things here. Again, this little tight end hook play, which is not a play you see like anyone else running, but he was using it pretty well. Verticals, obviously a great play call. Verticals probably still the best play in the game, through and through. But I want to get him down into the red zone, down into the 10. That's where I really, really, really want him to be. And him doing the flip, again, makes a little bit of a struggle for me here, right? Because this isn't a symmetrical formation I have on defense, so it does hurt. You see, I do have my zone drops changed, where I have my flats low, my curl flats, purples, low, my flats deeper. So I'm double Mabeling without a deep zone, because I mean, what does a deep third do from the 16? He stands around and puts his hand in his pockets. I don't need that. Right? So it's all about understanding that there are certain plays that people run in bunch, especially, and guessing. I have to guess what he wants to do. Very basic. I have to guess. Is the tight end on a wheel route? Is the running back on a wheel route? Is there a whip route from a dig return? We got to make a guess, right? And so sometimes I would man up my safety here. But right now I am not. So we get a good push there, halfback base. I was at 3rd and 6. I was like, should I take a timeout? Do I take a timeout here? I was like, no, because if he picks it up, we'll still have, around a minute left or so to do what we want. But see right there, you see that I manned up on the tight end, right? And then he had to scramble out. So it looks really weird when I man up this guy on the tight end. And now the tight end is over here, right? So when he hikes the ball and you see the safety running down like that, I think it throws people off. Especially when they run dig return, okay? Can they still throw the whip route and dig return here? Well, I understand why it looks scary to them. So when they flip, I don't really have a problem that they're flipping, right? Because look, now he's whipping, and there's our defender right there on him. Now he ain't guarding him. He ain't gonna do anything, but it looks scary. And so that's where the freeze comes for them and all that. And then we hit him in a bounds. That gets the 4th down. So good goal line stand. Again, that's what I want to get someone into this situation. But 4th and 3 from the 8. Again, same idea, same concept. I want to spy. I want to have contains out there. I don't want to let him run for the first down. Like, that's terrifying. So again, I want to try the same thing here. We're going to try to, I think I'm manning up safety again on them right there. And again, tries the same thing, but it hits him in the leg. And that's a shame. That's a shame. I think he just threw it early. Basically, he threw it just a hair early right here. Did he get cheated? I don't really care. Cheat him. You know who gets cheated? I do too. Yeah, he just threw it a hair early. Just a little early here. I think he lowballed it and threw it early too. That was the problem. Who cares? Cheat him. Right? Right, cheat him. We all get cheated. Don't feel bad when someone else gets cheated. Take it. Take it, take it, take it. So again, now at this point, we know we get the ball at half. We got to play smart. I can score really quickly, or I cannot score really quickly here. But we have 3 timeouts. So I'm not going to be in a super rush moving down the field. If it's open, I will take yards to guarantee myself points. Why wouldn't you? Right? Why wouldn't you? So again, what I'm doing here, and the reason I'm running, is to take a little bit of a clock. I feel like there's a lot of clock. A minute plus is a lot of clock, right? So I'm okay with taking some of it with us, for sure, for sure. If we get a big play or something, okay, that's different. So now we took 20 odd seconds and a timeout here as we're nearing midfield. I think that is a smart play. Again, 7 is great, but 3 is still fine because we get the ball at half, and then we can extend the lead to potentially 10 after the half. Just depends what we do here. So I wasn't sure what he was going to be coming out in here. So I was trying this. Really don't. This threw me off a little bit. What he was trying. Definitely did. Definitely did. And I was like, oh, laser. And then Sean Taylor. What? I mean, is it a bad pass by Derrick Henry? Maybe. Where? No. I want to go back to it. I feel like it wasn't a bad pass. I don't feel like it was a bad pass. But Sean Taylor played that really, really well. Really, really well. On the run, out of range. Is the out of range part? Maybe. Should that have been out of range? I don't know. But he picks us. Okay. We'll go for 7. I thought this was a great play call. Not quite. Not quite. So again, he gets the ball. And even that's why with us taking our time there is helpful. And again, he throws this. And I was like, well, I don't even know what that is. Is that a big play you feel like you have? That's not because it's not a very good play. Should have been picked. It wasn't. But again, I don't get mad at dropped interceptions anymore because it happens so often. It's pretty normal. It's like waking up in the morning, having to go pee. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You know, when I catch it, that's how it feels after, but I don't catch them very often. So whatever. It's just a thing. So again, not always entirely sure what he's doing here. These plays are not great plays, setups, or any of that. I don't know. I don't know. Is tight end, like, again, he's the only person I've ever really seen use tight end hook. Is there something good about it that he knows and no one else does? I don't think so. Especially after he had such a good play to start the game. Been a little confusing with some of these play calls. Still a good player, still doing a lot of the right things. And right here, he's going for it, but he should have thrown it, and he doesn't. He's hesitating on these open passes. I don't know why. Especially you got Hurts. Hurts has got a much better deep accuracy than Henry. Should be able to complete that ball. I don't know. You don't get too many chances, and when those chances happen and you don't take them, it's not like I'm hitting them from a blitz. They're open. I'd be chucking that ball constantly. But again, like, he's getting rid of the ball. He's doing a lot of smart things here, man. He's just missing reads. I feel like he really is just missing reads. Outside of missing reads, I don't know. So I decided to actually try to blitz him here a little bit, gas him up. Let's try to get him off the field here. I don't want him to get any points. He doesn't really have, like, I don't even know what play. What? Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Okay. I don't know sometimes. I'm like, am I gonna get time here? If I stop him, it's 3rd and 25. That's pretty long. So again, I blitz and we get the sack. We have 9 seconds. It's punting from the 10. I'm like, oh, I mean, punters, they kick him 50 yards in the game, probably. That's pretty standard. So we're gonna get the ball at the 40, which would mean we would need about a 20-yard return and time. I'm like, no, we can't do that. But he comes out and punts safe. That was dumb. And he sky kicks it. So we're almost in field goal range, and I just need to get like a yard, 2 yards, and we're at the 43. And it tells me I can make it. It's like, 3 free points. That is beautiful. But then the wind's 5 miles an hour against us in a dome. Shout out to this. I don't know why this is the thing. It is consistent. So I was like, I'll just try to full power this guy, see what we can do. And we do not. I do not make it. I miss it. So he gets bailed out there. Honestly, that punt, the sky punt, the safe, was terrible idea. Terrible idea there. It was a terrible idea. If you want to kick it deep or something, kick it deep out of bounds. 10 seconds is not long enough for that. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, sky kick it. 10, you might do what he just did. Just saying. So again, it's 7-7. We get the ball, so at least we're in an okay spot. And again, I've been waiting, and he's giving it to me. This was me I go to a play like this at this time, like, all right, let's try to break his back, right? Let's go for the bomb. It's not there, so okay, let's pick up some yards. We got sacked, 2nd and 14. Let's get into a manageable position, move the ball downfield. I'll see you guys in the next first down. That sort of thing, right? Again, I'm not trying to run for a touchdown or do any of that stuff. That's not my. I just want to move ball, move the chains, and move the clock here. Okay. So I flipped the play to again run a little bit of flood on him here, because he's not running back to it very well, and he bites, and this is Derrick Henry. He's so good. and then he's so bad on some plays. That's a touchdown. Man, that's a touchdown, right? Okay. So again, same concept. We missed it. Move the chains. Let's pick up some yards. Let's keep going forward. Let's try it again, because he's not covering it. He's doing absolutely nothing to stop this play. We should have hit it 3 times on him, maybe 4 times on him in this game, and we are 0 for 4. Maybe not 0 for 4 passing, but just generally. And again, he's going, and we finally are able to get it. Thank you, game. You don't overthrow it. We don't get tackled. None of that stuff. So, blood bomb. It is. I don't know why he didn't ever decide to cover it, but he didn't. I don't know, Nick, but you didn't. So again, here, like, I don't know what these. What is this play? I feel like he's. I don't know. For someone who came out and they knew, hey, cover 2, I'm going to run clear. I'm going to do this. Calls proper plays, and then sometimes is just throwing up on himself here. I do not understand it. Like this, good play, good read. The running back angle route, tough to defend. One false step and it is going to be wide open. Pairing it with clear out there is so nice. It's very much the slant post combo that people run out of trips tight end. Very similar. Oh, beautiful. It's a beautiful route combo. It's like, do more of that, man. That's tough. That's really, really tough to defend. Or don't, I guess. I don't make the rules. Maybe you don't do it, okay? So, I mean, whatever. I would like to see more of that from him, especially when, like, he comes out and he flips the play and he does a lot of these things. But then a delay of game. Okay, guys, I want to tell you this right now. If I have a delay of game or an offsides, accept it, right? Accept it against me if we play, because I'm going to accept it against you. Why? I would expect anyone to accept those. Except in those, like, oh, gotta set our audibles in tournament games. All right, well, whatever. I don't have to do that, so I don't know if I would really accept it. Gentleman's agreement. Like, well, I'm not a gentleman, so. You know, not. So, what I'm trying to do here on this drive, since on that drive right before half, we actually got a ton of pressure from blitzing him. So does he know how to stop it or not stop it? I don't know. So that's why I'm going back to this. Like, this worked. Let me go to it. Otherwise, I wasn't having a ton of success stopping him or really slowing him down. And again, another very, very key point that people fail to realize when they play this game. If you are having success stopping someone doing something, or they can't stop your play, do not stop doing it until they show you that they can do it, right? If they can't block a left hook over and over and over, right? Why not? Well, that's what I'm doing. Oh, well, your struggle against this. Look at him. He's just absolutely just got mauled that drive by Pat P. Just mauled. The drive before him, just mauled. He had no idea. This game could have been over. As much as I'm like, oh, I want to try this defense, see how this works. It's okay to have a couple things in your bag. This defense, 2, 3 defenses, right? Maybe someone struggles against one and is really good against another. Who knows, right? Again, that's the thing. So again, when we get the ball of these situations, up a score in the fourth quarter, or close enough to fourth quarter, I'm going to try to bleed this clock out. Winning a weekend league game, I want to get you out of here. The longer I can take to score, the better. Let me take all the clock. We will chew clock. We will do all this sort of stuff. Again, I want 7, but even if I get 3 here and I take clock, totally fine. I'll take 3 in 2 minutes. That's a great trade for me right now. It's a phenomenal trade. So that's what I'm trying to do. Really, basically, when we get in the situation of, okay, now we need a first down since he stopped the run. All right, well, that's what we'll do. Again, here running, I didn't want to go out of bounds. So I was just going to try to like run into someone kind of casually there. You know what I mean? I don't want to stop the clock. I'd rather take the clock with me. And if we fumble, we fumble at that point, right? So right here, again, he does a good job, but not quite there. Calvin isn't really the guy you want to man up on someone. His man coverage is really poor. These guys route running is really good. He does not man up well at all. At all. So again, we get the first down. Clock. Tick, 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 tick. That's all that matters in this situation. And if we can score, I will always take my points. I'm not gonna I'm gonna take my 7. Right? 7 is my game. Let me take my 7. Let's get to his drive here. Again, I'm going to go back to what is working. Cannot stress that enough against you guys, please. I see it far too often that people go away from effective tactics within the game. I don't get it. Even right here, like, he's stopping it and he makes actually a pretty good pass to Vic. Okay, right? Like, he didn't do anything different to stop it. I think it just didn't happen. Again, fine. I question other things that he's doing, but again, like, he really likes these routes, and he gets an intent. Is this like the second or third intentional ground in his head? That's a lot. That's a lot. Those hurt. I mean, because it's a sack, right? Intentional grounding turns into a sack. So I don't know. You're down big. You want to run clear out. You're not running the verticals with just the verticals crossing route most of the time, which is really, really difficult to defend at the angle it cuts at. Again, I'm not entirely sure. When he flips here, again, I'm like, is he going to bunch trail us? Or is it the running back wheel? Or what? But he's sort of trying to bunch trail us. Just a weird setup. Like, it's not the good setup. Not the good setup. Right? Again, you can see if it's clear out, tell if it's clear out pretty easily. That tight end route is, if you do not cover that tight end route, is really, really hard to stop. But that does end the game. I guess I'll just make sure. Yeah, see, conceded. Tough game at times. It started out difficult. He bombed us early on. We plodded down the field. Didn't feel overly comfortable. And again, this is a situation where I'm like, okay, maybe we're really in for a tough, tight game. And then we changed things up slightly. He wasn't covering our bomb plays. He had no idea how to stop 146. Game was closer than it should have been, in my opinion. But GG's to Nick. Hopefully it is well. Hopefully you see this, and hopefully you can take a couple of the little tips away that I mentioned to you. Clear out with the angle route out of the backfield. Great. More verticals crossing route. More stuff like that. Add that to your arsenal, Nick. I think it'll help you out. But I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.